Hi everyone, welcome to TwoTwins in EVE, your weekly update for EVE Online stuff. I am your host, The Lone Wolf. First of all, a pretty busy day at work today, so I'm only going to manage some mining in the background for this one. But I think I can make up for that with some pretty exciting news that I found over the course of this week. First of all, CCP released a features video on their YouTube channel. A few of the more interesting things that I noticed there, in my opinion at least, were first of all the fuel pallets. So they're going to create some fuel pallets for bosses. From my understanding, these pallets will be race specific, so you will have one for each race to fuel the bosses, and it will be comprised of all the current boss fuels. And the only real difference it's actually going to do is that managing a lot of bosses isn't going to be such a pain in the ass anymore, and the complexity will actually have been moved to a completely new manufacturing layer and market transactions on these new fuel pallets. So personally I think this is a good change. Secondly, of course, the new nebulae I think were shown there, or was that in a dev blog possibly? I'm not sure anymore. Well, there are also a few people on YouTube, Sizik and Xidenis, I'll put a link down below, who have made a few videos about these new nebulae. I have to say these look absolutely great, and personally I think that graphically speaking, these new nebulae are going to be a major impact during this winter expansion. So I'm really looking forward to having some combat with them in the background. A pretty interesting one as well are corporate bookmarks, so bookmarks that can be used by the entire corps. I think these have been asked for a long time, and looks like they're finally going to come with this winter expansion. Secondly, I found some stuff on the forums that I wanted to mention you guys. First of all, there was my video on the plex speculation. Most of my causes were actually from in-game, but in a thread there were a few interesting point of views as well from outside of EVE actually, that mostly going on the supply side of plex, that the rough economy might actually be forcing a few more people not to commit any money to EVE Online, and also of course the whole summer debacle, I'll say, might have had an impact on some people that would normally have, let's say, bought a super carrier with plex or invested a few billion in real dollars, a few billion ISK in dollars, that just aren't going to do it at the moment and are holding off. So yeah, the real economy might have an impact on the plex prices as well. I really didn't think of that, but I think it's a pretty good point. Another pretty interesting thing was that on CC, whenever you get concorded, there would be no more insurance payouts. Personally, I think this is a good change. We had quite some whining, but if you total your car trying to rob a bank or something like that, you don't have to expect an insurance payout either. So I think this is going to have a minimal impact on suicide ganking. I mean, if it was profitable before this change, it will probably still be profitable now. So I think it's just a logical change. No big deal there for me. There is also a new video from the core technology team, which I thought was pretty interesting. There would be some new graphics whenever you actually miss the target, that your guns or the lasers or whatever will also miss the target. That looks pretty cool, but it might not come out during this winter expansion, so maybe a bit later. They're also working on a new EVE launcher, so giving that a new look and some more functionality. I think that's pretty positive, especially the updating process at the moment is a bit, well, you don't really know what's going on whenever there's an update, or not very well in my opinion. And better shadows, so I saw some work in progress on, I think, a Scorpion model, and the new shadows looked really nice, really crisp. So big improvement on that side as well, and with, from what I heard from the developer, no measurable change in CPU usage and performance. So positive changes, I think. A lot to read up about, a lot of videos to go watch, and pretty exciting stuff for this winter expansion. So that's it for this week, and I'll see you guys next time.